What's up, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius? Time for another news day on Tuesday. Today is October 19th, 2021. We've got news. Let's jump right in. It's Rivera and Olivera for Halloween? Okay, so MP-based scaling units are what we're getting for Halloween. Alright, interesting. Alright, so we've got the step up, traditional step ups, etc., etc. We've got Olivera is a mage with Brave Shift of mage and support. He is the sister of Rivera, which we already have, and some of you might be familiar with, some of you may not. Rivera is a 5-star to 7-star unit that deals MP scaling damage, which is, I think, the only real unit that does that, except for, magics like Holy. But Holy is stronger because you can use Reflect on Holy. But anyway, so in the regular form, just a magic scaling DPS, and in the Brave Shift form, a tag unit, which is crazy. All right. Let's see here. Infinite duration switches Brave Shift back very eloquently, easily, just back and forth every turn. We'll talk about the vision card later. There are EX abilities at EX2 and EX3. I'm very excited to see those when they launch. So Olivera will get pretty strong, although we'll have to see the numbers to find out exactly how strong. The Super Trust Mastery is a two-handed weapon with 400 MP on it, which may be Olivera's best in slot. If this unit is something everybody should end up going for, we won't know until the numbers are out. With 210 magic, 20 spirit, and Demon Reaper and Stone Killer. Okay? Magical Demon Reaper and Stone Killer. So it will be a magic scaling DPS or MP. Alright? The Trust Mastery Award is boosts magic by 30%, LB damage by 50%, and damage for various chains by 100%. What is this as a Trust Mastery? Excuse me. Alright, the featured EX ability is MP plus 500. Okay. The featured standard abilities are... This is basically the dark damage boost and an instrument in peril. We'll have to see how good that is once it launches. But it does the dark resistance, boosts the dark damage of LB abilities, etc. And imperils them for instruments. Interesting. And in the Brave Shift, Olivera will do Symphonic Harmony, which is a lot of dark magic damage to one enemy, and boosted damage based on remaining MP. So, we'll have to see that one. Rivera gets a huge upgrade, we'll talk about that in a minute. But right now, Formal Suit goes to 200 MP and 74 Spirit, with light and dark resistance by 30%. And MP cost reduction by 30%, as well as... Wait, reduce MP consumed by abilities by 30%, yeah. Oh, okay. And boost fire, ice, lightning, water, and wind, earth, and light resistance whenever the HP falls below a certain threshold, like Guts. The Trust Mastery Award is Conductor's Baton. That will have 250 MP and 90 Spirit. I'm definitely running this right now through Item World. Restore MP by 5% for caster every turn, and restore HP and MP for 3 random allies every turn. Nice. As opposed to, I think it was 2. Right, featured abilities, upgraded. These abilities get upgraded, and there are a lot of abilities in Rivera's kit that do get upgraded. So in the Limelight, that adds light element to physical attack and boosts light damage of LB abilities and magic for all allies, and reduce light resistance for all enemies. Are we going to see the go-to unit for light? Who knows? And there's a new ability on Rivera. This is Magnus with Anthem of the Brave. 3 uses per battle, deal light magic damage with boosted damage based on remaining MP to all enemies. Restore HP for all allies, and gradually restore HP and MP for caster next turn. This could be, Rivera's the dark unit, and... Or, I'm saying, Olivera's the dark unit, and Rivera's the light unit. We could see that. These are upgrades essentially equivalent to how good Sylvie became. So we may be seeing some crazy good upgrades. Although we are not sure yet until we see Rivera come out. But I am excited. Then we're also getting a rerun for everything Halloween. So if you don't have Abara, the Grimlord Sakuras, the Lucius, the Liliths, you know, and none of these, you don't have some Godria Trust Mastery sitting around. Black Cat Lids just because she's a cool unit. Pirate Jake because he's got a squid on his head or an octopus, you know. If there's Halloween units you're missing out on, now is the time to pull for them. Because they're going to be running a banner, and the 5-star bases will have a rate up, apparently. But we're not sure by how much. Alright. There's Abara's getting EX2 abilities, and that's going to be damage limit for various chains, boost equipment magic by 150%, boost magic damage against humans and fairies, and boost damage of certain abilities. And then at EX2, we're going to get Vengeful Prayer, boost magic by a flat 600, and magic and LB damage and lightning and dark damage of abilities, magic, and magic at the beginning of battle or after being revived. So that will be a buff. I'm very excited to see Abara's EX3 abilities. Alright. And then Brave Shift, we get EX2, which is Darkest Sorcery. Change LB effects. Now, what does that mean? That means it completely changes the LB at EX2. Boost LB damage by 150%, boost magic damage against humans and fairies by 100%, and boost damage of certain abilities. So it'll make other abilities in Abara's kit be stronger once you use the Limit Burst. And the Limit Burst itself gets upgraded. Is this what LB affects? Okay. Boost own magic, reduce dark resistance, deal dark magic damage, and deal morale-based dark magic damage to one enemy. Oh yes, it has the morale-based stacked onto it. So Abara will be usable in Clash of Wills. Alright. Then we move on to Grimlord Sakura. She's got her EX2 and EX3 abilities. You got the boost damage limit for various chains, boosted magic. She's got Human, Demon, and Reaper Killer. Her EX3 abilities. Now this is a cooldown. It is Human, Demon, and Reaper Killer and boosts dark damage for all allies. She gets magic plus 500, which is a static ability. Nice. Lucius gets the same kind of treatment, but for attack, and then he gets the Human, Demon, and Reaper Killer. And EX2, he gets Fist in Peril for all enemies, boosts his LB damage, physical damage against humans and demons and reapers, and fills LB gauge to max. One use every 5 turns. And then in his Brave Shift form, he gets Eldritch Wrath, which is the boosting attack, change LB effects, boost LB damage by 150%, but it also does the Human, Demon, and Reaper Killer and boost damage of certain abilities. His Limit Burst gets upgraded to a break. We'll have to see how big and good this break is. Deal partial unmitigated damage and deal gradual damage to all enemies. Ooh, give me that DOT. Let's see Kaito kind of damage coming back. Yeah. Alright. So I'm probably more excited to see Lucius's upgrades and Abara's upgrades once we do see those numbers. I know they want Abara to be very strong, so we'll see those. It's exciting to see them do a rerun banner because we usually never get those. And then we're getting Abara's event coming back as what we can farm. Interesting, right? So if you didn't get it last year, you could farm Abara's Scroll, Abara's Hairpins Plus, and Abara's Kimono. Basically, they're pretty weak, but they have light and dark resistance. Abara's Scroll has 132 magic. It's useful because it's a light and dark elemental weapon, which occasionally, in a niche situation, you might use it. But really what, you're going to farm out of here is any rewards that might be in there, your lapis, your tickets, etc., because the gear's old. I'll say, look at Abara's Hairpins before you upgrade it. Magic 7, Spirit 1, boost light and dark resistance by 5%. Okay. The Clash of Wills is returning, though. Clash of Wills, And at the end of each stage, whenever you beat a stage, it kind of pops up like item world, where you can choose your rewards obtained, and you get 3 choices. So I am very excited to see how this will completely play out. They're calling it Fortuna rewards. So you get to choose 3 and keep those 3. Very excited. All right. We got Mortorum, which I don't know. I think it looks like Castle Grayskull from He-Man, but whatever. He will use fire, earth, and dark attacks. He's susceptible to poison. He does inflict stop and zombie, but I mean, they've said that a few times, and I honestly can't even remember getting those status ailments. And changes his actions after you use a limit burst. Now that I kind of like, because it creates different effects. Because I really want to be hindered. I do. Whenever you use a limit burst, because so many things now are like limit burst centric, and I want to use units kit, not just their LB. Alright. Which kind of shits on the super limit burst units, and I'm kind of here for that. Alright. Helpful morale actions have been added. Remove stop from all allies, because he's going to do stop. Okay? And also, now the morale gauge has been changed a little bit for the enemy. So, whenever you get to different positions on the bar, the enemy will do its own morale actions. Like, it's saying for this one, if you let the enemy get 100% on their morale gauge, just like push it completely, and it's in their favor, then it does AoE death. So you don't want that. And if you push it all the way to your side and in your favor, then he's going to do chance of inflicting essentially all status ailments, but one of each. So like, not that bad. But it is an AoE status ailment effect, so you'd have to bring all your status ailment resistances or put up a buff. Alright, but we've got so many units that can put up buffs. Cough, Kresnik, cough. So, I'm excited for that. Also, there's attack and magic plus 80%, party ailment resistance minus 100%, ailment resistance, ooh, and elemental resistance plus 105% has been added as new options. Enemy elemental resistance 105. Why does it do that? Okay, so we're gonna get this new equipment, which is the Celestite Regalia of Will. This is we think it's clothes, but it could be a robe. I mean, it starts off as clothes. Okay. It is 120 attack and magic, which is huge in that slot, and defense of 45, and it does fill the morale gauge by 50 every turn. Whenever you can upgrade it, if you can upgrade it, it can go to the different versions. So either fill morale gauge and boost LB gauge fill rate, and fill LB gauge by 500, or boost parameters when setting an Esper by 100%, or physical and magical damage against beasts and fairies, or boost damage limit for various chains, or boost attack and magic by a flat 300. So what I see here is they're trying to build you, one unit with all these gears, but most people are probably going to split these between different units and run like damage limit for various chains on each unit that they can, and decide who gets, which one, I suppose. All right, so let's see. We've got the vision card. We've got Olivera's new vision card. Now this will have the highest MP we've received on a vision card with 110 magic, so that's kind of nice. Boosts MP by 30%, magic by 20%. It has Demon Reaper and Stone Killer by 25%, and then if it's equipped to an FFB unit, it passively restores MP and reduces MP consumed by 30%. So this is really your MP card. Why couldn't they have released Olivera as the unit against Kairos? Would have sold like hotcakes. Alright. I feel like Olivera might have went with Kairos and they just forgot. Alright. We've got the unit intro quest for Olivera. Yay, get your Lapis and Star Quartz. Your Season 4 Countdown special quests. Now this is just where you can get, your Lapis or whatever for doing quests. Okay. Rivera's get gets the unit revamp. Now this is actually a huge thing, and I'm not going to go full into the deep dive right now, because I do want to see where this is whenever it launches. But Rivera gets amazing, like just completely a different unit, right? Just completely a different unit. And I don't want to see, you know, boosts damage of certain abilities. I want to see all the numbers. So there's a lot that's in here. If you want to go over this yourself, you can definitely go over all the information in Rivera's new kit yourself. But I want to see all the numbers and not just increases damage limit for various chains. You know, I don't want to see that kind of stuff. So we'll see once it comes out. All right, then we've got the Fountain of Lapis. Yay! 14 days for Lapis. Always buy it if you can. It's not that expensive, and the reward ratio is great. We also get this Jack-o'-lantern login bonus and rare pumpkin ticket summon and bundle. Yeah. So the rare pumpkin ticket summon. How do we get those? Players can use login every day and receive amazing awards. Okay, so we just get rare pumpkin tickets for logging in, and they'll most likely be available in a bundle too. 3% rate for Abara. Or, okay, so you're going to get these rare pumpkin tickets for logging in, and you can get Halloween units with them. There's a 3% chance that it'll be Abara, and a 97% chance that it'll be any other Halloween 5-star base. Okay? So you guys can at least load up on some 5-star bases, even if you're not trying to, you know, spend Lapis. Alright, and then the treasure summon, that's the $14 or whatever it is now, treasure summon, which has never netted me a single thing. Your exchange shop for a bar in Neo Vision exchange shop. Okay, so what can you get out here that's actually good? Black Roselia and Garland's Cloak. I would actually probably go for Wizard's Pastosas out of the three of those. It is the hat with the 52 magic. I would actually probably go for that out of what's available. Okay. And then for the Olivera shop. Olivera shop's trying to give you cool beauty, very nice STMR, very good for elemental resistances, and it does have the 50% MP boost. Calming Garb also has MP for 150, which is nice, and it does create a stack of Mirage. Valentine Tuxedo has a little bit less MP on it, which is 120, but it does boost ice resistance by 30%. Okay. And what else do we got? Login bonus and then maintenance. Okay. So that's it. So what are we getting this week? We're getting two things. We're getting Halloween, revamp, and relaunch. And then we're also getting Olivera and Rivera. Rivera is getting a completely new kit, and Rivera will be a completely new unit that we've never seen before. Is that a little hashtag over to the right of him? Look at that. I believe that's a hashtag. Is dude on Twitter? Can I type in like hashtag Olivera and like find him on Twitter? I don't know. Either way, thanks for hanging out, guys. Much love. See you next week. Peace.